unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Hell yeah. A dream. What the hell? I was wandering an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost, looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room, the ceiling and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side or to a wall. Anything. Suddenly the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way is up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sounds of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand, I could feel the damp. What the fuck is this? Who wrote that? That's crazy. Well, at least we know everything. What the fuck? Natsuki is not sadness. Fuck. Hi again, Apollo. Glad to see I didn't run you away on us, haha. Wait, hold on. Alright. No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back in literature club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Apollo. Wait, did her face just glitch? What the hell was that? I hope this isn't too overwhelming a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like you deserved any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just hang out here or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then we won't see the end of it. Bro, I can't see the words because Monica's standing in front of it. What the fuck? Bro. What does that say? Monica, move your big ass body out of the way. What? Alright, what is going on? What's going on? What is this game turning into? Is this just my fucking computer messing up? Manga it. Whoa. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Apollo. Well, make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Here shoots Natsuki with a disappointing glass. Okay. Now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no matter what. Bro, I'm too confused right now to read this shit. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, my mind's all over the place. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm kind of scared, honestly. Like, all the scary games I played on this channel, and this by far takes the trophy. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, of course, if you ask. Oh, wait. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. Ah, no, that's not it, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Oh, are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, I should help you. Why does it keep doing that? It keeps like glitching a little bit. Has it always done that? Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a gun. Whoa. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted to. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Have y'all ever, like, said the word phew before, like, in real life? Like, have you ever going, phew? Like, that's just kind of weird to me. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Wait, so we don't read it together in this timeline? Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Mom to kick off some sexual activity. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she's waiting for the chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I feel bad for distracting her from her reading. It's the same thing. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. Is this all the same thing? Like, I don't want to skip anything important, but this is just the exact same story. Like, it's the same game, just without Sayori. That's crazy. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, I looked at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. That's not the same story, is it? Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have a trick that turns them into killing machines that lust for... That is not the same book, is it? But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and then fixating them too. What? That is not the same book. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So dark, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Apollo? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy some of those kinds of stories, don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. I knew a girl like that in high school. It's the kind of thing that challenges you to look at life from a new, strange perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. What the fuck? Alright. Then suddenly... what? I didn't even click off that last one. It just clicked off by itself. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest in anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my head. My whole body gets incredibly what? What did that say? What did it say? I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up... I gotta get a sip of water. This is too much. This should make my mouth dry. Low key, maybe high key. Hold up, y'all. Let me get a little chug. Much better. You feel me? Now I can actually feel the spit in my mouth. Is that a pause? And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is... It's a literature club after all. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well start reading it, right? Alright, bro. It is too late to be playing this right now, bro. Is he not noticing this stuff happening? Did he not notice her glitch? What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slept into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not... Okay, so I just have to get used to the fact that Sayori's not here and I can finally take advantage of, you know, finally getting with Yuri. So now that Sayori is out of the goddamn way... Oh, it's over. I'm about to stuff my head first in between those yiddies. I take that back. Well, just don't... Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about the reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry? I was just bathing in the feeling. What? I was just bathing in the feeling of your body heat. Bro, what? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here's the work, right? I slide my desk. Oh my god, not this scene again. Here. Bro, this is my favorite scene, bro. Low key, maybe high key. Look how and then she does a little thing where she looks at you too. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides on your thumb. We already read this. We're huddled even closer than before. Blah, blah, blah. I start to slowly rub my hand up her. Alright, stop. I didn't say that. Are you ready? Huh? Let's turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got distracted for a second, looking at your thighs. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. She reads too goddamn fast. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page feels almost an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over her side. Read that. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Whoa. Bro, look how she's looking. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses herself and all that. That's what you're talking about? Sorry. Bro. This is getting kind of... I might gotta finish this some other time. This is... I cannot handle this right now. Something else. Never mind. I might gotta change Yuri's voice, y'all. Like, she's not who we thought she was. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came to my head. Yuri, you feeling alright? Well, Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. I guess you can rest if you think you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Apollo! Did something happen just now? Huh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start sharing our poems with each other? Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. Alright, Natsuki or Monica? Let's go with Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I share mine with her first. Huh?
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste.
Do you want to get smacked?
Bitch, I'll smack the ever-living dust out of you right now. I'll smack the dog shit out of you, bitch. I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine.
Whoa. Nude for nude? Y'all ever did that?
Now that you'll like it.
This is a sorry-ass poem.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't that the point of poems? For people to express themselves? Your writing style would make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's too easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like this poem. Seeing everyone around. Wait, what? Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts you more weight in the wordplay.
Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but didn't fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did, I guess, more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. You didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. I guess Monika's bitch ass. Untrustworthy ass.
Hi, Apollo. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Apollo. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem.
Great job, Apollo. I was going ooh in my head after reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me when I keep everyone's expectations low. That way I always count. Bro, he just spoke some real shit right there. That's how I be acting sometimes.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know? That if Yuri likes this kind of writing that's full of imagery and symbolism, sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is totally detached from reality. I don't mean that it's a bad thing though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her.
Bro, she's getting kind of mean against Yuri now. Was she like this in the last thing?
But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being so indulged like that. She must really be starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming down a little strongly. Like earlier. I think she gets too stimulated and she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time.
Suddenly the door opens.
Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Not really.
Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late.
No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad you took all the time you needed.
Alright. Thanks, Monika. I suppose I should get back to my poem now.
Anyway, you want to read my poem now?
Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not very good. Well, that's because I know I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Yeah, we read this one already. I brandished my pen. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you like to call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. As a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful. That was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influenced by poems. What do you mean epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never know how to make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. And Yuri. My baby Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I know his eyes lighten. We read this already. I guess you're right. Am I getting nervous for it, huh? Yuri takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use for imagery and metaphor indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Read that. Yuri trades off, unable to find any excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. We've already read all of this, bro. It's just the same exact game. I'm so confuzzled. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting it work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes from practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. My tip can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Read that. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. It took you a long time to read. I literally picked up the paper then handed it right back to you, bro. Wise don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem, even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time reading, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I hope. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Paulo. I remember the poet talking about they usually, in that case, perhaps the subject. Already read that. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of it like that. That's impressive. Huh? It's nothing really. Yours is impressive too, so. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about all this, but in the end I enjoyed it because I could talk to you, blah, blah, blah. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me from their mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're... what is the music turning into? Now it's normal. Nah, I wasn't just being normal. Stop that. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As I read in tandem, I watched each of their expression change. Natsuki's eyes frown in frustration, meanwhile Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns her poem to the desk in one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really doesn't come out at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I wouldn't ask someone like actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Apollo did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give someone my shit. Bro, Natsuki is so fucking annoying. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but it's been a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Paul liked my poem too, you know. He even told me that he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I said. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Apollo appreciates my advice more than you appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Apollo started showing up. Natsuki. Thanks, Natsuki. That's a little... This doesn't involve you. Talking about your own taking your own insecurities out on others like that? You really as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you want to be edgy, bitch. Whoa! Whoa! Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone in your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to give over themselves and graduate in middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, just stop harassing with your sickening attitude. You must counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute. The only thing about you is hard to try. Whoa! Be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Oh my god. Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Apollo hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over... What is going on right now, bro? I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as she noticed I was standing right there. Apollo, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She's just started it. What is that saying? I don't know. What did that say? Why is it on time limit? I don't know. Yuri. What? Yuri. Bro, let me choose Yuri. What is going on? No. This is not the same save file.